developer is accountable to the community within which it's situating its development.
Mr. Collins, any guessing box?
I did. I think that we kind of lost our way on what we're talking about here. We're here to approve the standards that have been presented. And if Mrs. Rosario has something about one of those
Dr. Rosario. Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Rosario has something about
Dr. Rosario.
Well, I'm sorry. Your name says on here, Carrie Rosario. Hey, Carrie.
It's Dr. Rosario.
You got something.
I would call you Tony, so please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identifying.
It doesn't really matter. We're here.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name that I'm asking you to call me by. Thank you.
Your screen says Carrie Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Carrie Rosario. And it really speaks very negatively of you as a commissioner to be disrespectful.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're negotiating something that happened 4 years ago.
Now, that was just what you saw right there. At the end of the meeting after this, Mr. Olston, who is my appointee, addressed it. Mr. Bryson addressed it, that, regardless of whether you agree or disagree, that was disrespectful. Sandra O'Connor addressed it, and Mr. Rosa addressed it. Nobody else said, I'm sorry, nothing, no apology. But if you watch the rest of this after this, and you watch Dr. Rosario's face, you could see in her face, really, the insult that she was carrying. This is unacceptable. Now, we all get passionate about things. I'm the first one to be passionate. I'm passionate today. I'm very upset. Everything going on in the world today. But this is ultimate respect of Black people by one that's white and feels entitled and privileged to say and behave whatever with no consequences. And this is what we deal with as African Americans. I get this regularly from other folk, okay? So I know how this feels, that all you're trying to do is say how you feel about a subject. And to be we didn't put people there on that commission board to do this. We did not. And I've had to chastise a couple of my members when people don't disagree with them. But to have you dressed down in a public forum is the ultimate insult. And this is just nothing but history repeating itself over and over and over. It's Jim Crow all over again. This got to stop. Dr. Wells?
We know about racism. We know all of the research shows that even if an African American woman has degrees, that a white woman who just has a high school education will still have more advantages than a person. The thing that has been one of the driving forces for African Americans is education. When one goes through the BS, the MA, and gets to a PhD, that means something. Sometimes it means sacrifices financially, sacrifices with your family, trying to raise your family. It means something. Now, this just was bad manners. We know if somebody pronounces your name differently from what you want to be called, they quickly change. She asked several times, please call me what I want to be called, and he refused. That's just bad manners, and he kept right on. He would not change it. Now, we say that we are about inclusion. We say we are a welcoming community, that we respect one another. This is ultimately this is ultimately disrespect. Now, someone asked, can people be moved from commissions? Yes, I had to move somebody from the zoning commission because they were coming on there just lounging. This is business of importance. The commissions and the boards are extensions of us. Therefore, they're to do business for us. So if we want to say this is the kind of people we want to be our extension, then we would ignore it. But I don't think that's what we want. So I think some action should be taken.